So today is day 7 of the 12 days of story time before Christmas. Hello, Sierra Jade. Hello, Delta Ray. Hello, Thatcher Cole. Hello, Haley and Michael. Hello, Elijah. Hello, Robbie and Andrea and all of my other heart grandchildren. Mashed, I miss you too. And now I'm going to read. Today's story for day 7 is Grandma's Christmas Gifts. I don't know. I haven't read this story before, so I don't know what it's about. It's going to be a surprise to both of us. Grandma Burns sat knitting busily in the sun one bright morning the week before Christmas. The snow lay deep and the hard crust glistened like silver. All at once she heard little sighs of grief outside her door. When she opened it, there sat Peter and Jimmy Rice, 2 very poor little boys with their faces in their hands, and they were crying. "My patience," cried Grandma. "What can be the matter with 2 bright little boys this sunny morning?" "We can't slide. We haven't any sleds," whimpered Jimmy. "Why, of course boys can't have a good time without sleds," said Grandma cheerily. "Let us look about and see if we can't find something." And Grandma's cat border bobbed behind barrels and boxes and in the shed and all among the cobwebs in the garret, but nothing could be found suitable. "I do believe this would do for little Pete." And the dear old lady drew a large pressed tin pan off the top shelf in the pantry. You know what a pantry is? It's like a closet where all the food is. This is an old story. A long, smooth butter tray was found for Jimmy. Grandma shook her cat border with laughter. I think that kind of means like this. See this? This cap. And this is the border. And she kind of flipped that. The boys shouted and swung their hands as they flew past the window. "I do expect they'll wear them out, though," murmured Grandma. "But boys must slide, that's for certain." And the pan was scoured as bright as a new silver dollar, and the red paint was all gone off the wooden tray, when Peter and Jimmy brought their sleds back. Grandma knitted faster than ever all that day, and her face was bright with smiles. She was planning something. She went to see Joe Beester that night. He promised to make 2 small sleds for the pair of socks she was knitting. When the sleds were finished, she dyed them red and drew a yellow horse upon each one. Grandma called them horses, but no one would have suspected it. It must not have been very good horse drawings. Then the night before Christmas, she drew on her great socks over her shoes to keep her from slipping, put on her hood and cloak, and dragged the little sleds over to Peter and Timmy's house. She hitched them to the door latch and went home laughing all the way. I think that's the end of today's story. It almost makes me want to read another one. Well, that was a short story today, but we'll have another one for tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. And I'm thinking, what's the lesson we can learn here? You know, those little boys were brave. They expressed their feelings, and they asked for what they wanted. And guess what? They got 2 sleds for Christmas. I don't say that that's always going to happen. Sometimes our things just don't go the way we want. But I think that was an awful great story about what can happen if we do ask. Because if we don't ask, we'll never know. But if we do ask, at least we get an answer. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful and happy holiday. Grandma loves you very, very, very much. Merry Christmas.